another gorgeous day here in Ohio. Not at the laundromat, but we've got another vending machine, and we're actually getting two. I thought we were going to have two delivered to the car washes today, or this car wash, the first car wash, but they weren't able to bring them. So we've got the one that's over here. There's one vending machine going to go there, and another vending machine going here. And I'm really excited about it because I don't know what it is about vending machines, but my channel, both here on YouTube and TikTok, has exploded when it comes to content on car washes. Let's fix this. My YouTube channel's just blown up due to content on my vending machines. I've got some shorts. You know, the laundromat's being fully remodeled. It's just about done. They're trying to do some painting on the bulkhead. Those videos will be up soon, but it's just one of those things where I purchased 4 vending machines forever ago, and we were going to put them at one of my other laundromats, and it fell through. We weren't able to do it. So now I've had these machines that have been purchased forever. And now with me buying these car washes, it's time to get more vending machines. So beyond all of the stuff that's going on, kind of the most important thing that I've been dealing with over the past 2-ish weeks has been these bill changers. And we'll get to the emergency call that I got that interrupted the first segment with the GoPro from the last segment, which will be up in a little bit. But it all revolves around these change machines that have constantly had problems since we bought it in late January. So I had to engage in some very percussive maintenance with a pipe wrench to try and get these machines working properly. I'm pleased to report that we are at a point now where 3 out of 4 machines are now working flawlessly. One of the crazy things is just how many bills I've had to feed into these machines, make sure they're aligned properly so that customers ultimately don't feel ripped off. You know, it's one of those things where if a customer puts a $5 or a $10 or even a $1 bill in a change machine and it eats it, you're going to probably lose your customer for a long time. So getting these machines to work super reliably has been of utmost importance to us. And we have to keep going back and error testing these machines to make sure that they will accept and pay out on 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. One of the interesting kind of situations you run into is a lot of car wash owners are very opposed to their machines taking 10s and 20s. They would much rather take only 1s and 5s to prevent the possibility of someone coming to a car wash, putting in a 20, and then they walk off with $10. But like I've said in other videos, we really don't want to have a huge surplus of quarters. I have a 65-pound surplus right now of quarters sitting in a room right now in a 5-gallon bucket, and it is just a disaster to haul around. So I'm hoping that the strategy works here of allowing people to do 10s and 20s and potentially take home some delicious quarters with them. Now, of course, there's been extremely fun times with the car wash, driving down the road, counting, you know, a decent bit of change while somebody else drives the car, trying to figure out, did you make money today? Did you lose money today? Did you break even? This is a pretty enjoyable part of owning a car wash, to be honest with you, is, you know, the gigantic piles of cash that we're trying to eliminate with the usage of credit cards. We're seeing a huge uptick now with the integration of credit cards at this location. Last Friday, we spent a good part of the day actually rebuilding one of the automatic car wash bays to accept credit cards. It's the most convoluted system I think that anybody can go through. Since it's a $10,000 machine, you have to take this control board out, try to find a place that you can set up in the car wash to solder the board, cut some diodes out of it. It's really pathetic. I found a very non-OSHA compliant location Just as a note, I own the company, so hey, it's my choice to stand on a bucket. And I had to cut that diode right there out of this pay station so you can wire, or you can solder a jumper wire between two diodes to a new place, and then you tap into it on the board, and it's just really silly. We took the old display off, put a brand new one on, put it in a big gigantic stainless steel housing. It took me easily 45 minutes of standing on a bucket, but after it's all said and done, we had a brand new board. And I discovered that these, one of the reasons these are so freaking expensive is they use really old microcontrollers. They use Z80s from the late 70s, early 80s. Those were like $400 a piece when they came out. But I got the diode cut out. We soldered the jumper wire, seen here. You know, it's a hillbilly fix. I've had to rebuild something like 4 of these boards so far, and I'm at 5 boards. Number 6 is coming up soon. It's just wild, all the board work I've had to done in the past few weeks. But hey, if I can rewire a board while standing on a bucket while wearing a Slayer shirt, and everybody comes out and says, "Hey, Slayer," you know, it's kind of enjoyable, but it's a lot of maintenance that has to be done to get this place working more profitably. And I'm very pleased to report that after all those years of tearing apart my dad's CB radios and resoldering crap onto them, I've had pretty decent success with these boards and rebuilding them. We're starting to see a really, really nice increase of customers. They absolutely love the fact that we take credit cards now, and it reduces my need to carry cash or collect cash from the car wash. I really think that we're headed in really good places with these vending machines. I think we can underprice everybody in my area on these drinks. We'll have a total capacity of like 1,500 bottles of drinks, and this is the exact same setup that I have at my laundromat. So collections, when I start doing those, they'll be pretty much identical. But we're trying to build systems and methods in place so we don't run ourselves ragged while going to the store and getting pop. We're probably going to have our worker go and do these pickups for us. And like with the bill machines, we're just trying to work ourselves out of jobs at a fast pace as humanly possible. But as glamorous as like the money collections are, there's a lot of non-glamorous things. I'm trying to get to the point that I understand every little job here and maintenance. And one of these things was what you're seeing now. This stuff is black Jello. I tell myself this is like evil soap. You know, soap cleans cars. This is not clean stuff, and I think that after not being used on cars, sitting in this hot water machine that's here, I think that maybe it's just soap that the life force has been drained from its essence, and it's kind of turned itself evil. I'm sure it has nothing to do with poor quality municipal water supplies, and that iron oxide just turned black, turned into jelly form, and just looks like crap. But, you know, it's one of the things I have to do. Try and clean up the car wash, make it look nice. And essentially, you know, my theory is there's not a single job that I'm unwilling to do. But then again, that's why I love doing real estate deals like this. You put in some work, you put in some effort, and you end up with a lot of equity. Just as a reminder, I do have my business buyer course in the description of the video, where you can learn how to try and negotiate deals like this with existent business owners, take over a profitable business, and then you'll get to work in glamour like I am here right now with a putty knife. But really, if we would sit down and think about it, I make really good money per hour doing this because I do this once or twice. I document how the process works. I hand it off to a worker, and I don't have to kludge city sludge out of a tank ever again. Now, if you can, do me a big favor and like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then in the comments section, tell me what you think of this self-shot GoPro footage. I've been wearing a body camera on me when pipes explode like this right here, and it's just getting easier to like document what happens in my life of being a car wash laundromat owner. I've got out and I've come to the other car wash, which we're also going to have some vending here, which will be really cool. But we had an interesting situation. This car wash has had the same issue for the most part that the other one has, in the sense that these changers here have a lot of problems. And I'll show you what happened. One of the people, this is I'll show you the new one. This is the new one that we just got done finishing, and this is the older one, but this has been super reliable. Up to this point, he said that his money had gotten eaten, and I came here to get the money out, and interesting situation, and let me know in the comments. He said it scammed him for a $10 bill, which, you know, realistically, that can happen. You can lose money in these machines if you put wet bills in. There's a scam sensor on these Hamiltons. It read the bill wrong. It got jammed. And he said, I put in a $10 bill and I want a $10 refund. Well, the problem was there was only a $5 bill jammed in there, and a 1. So it didn't error out on, it either errored out on a $5 bill or a $1 bill. It didn't not vend any money. It vended either a $1 or a $5. We don't have to know. But this is one of the interesting things that we have to deal with, which also getting this new equipment here really, really helps. In this machine here, I put in the new bill acceptor. This is the MEI conversion. I had to put a new chip up here. We had to do some soldering on the credit card acceptor, but now this one is ready to go. Should be dead reliable and takes money. So I'm really excited about getting this equipment really working and online, but there's been a lot of issues and problems that we've had to deal with over the past week, which is why I haven't been uploading too much.